Well, a new report out today shows the UK's economy is on the brink of collapse. According to the Telegraph, Britain is about to repeat its 1976 crushing economic collapse with soaring debt, borrowing like a man with a gambling problem. The UK is drowning right now, and the only bailout is to borrow more money at ridiculously inflated borrowing costs and tens of thousands of protests all over the UK. What is going on here? Even Russell Brand was talking about this today. UK is basically facing collapse. Jim Ferguson is here. He's a former parliamentary candidate and journalist, independent journalist, and really one of the clearest, sharpest, independent voices in all of the UK. And he's also a founder of Freedom Train International. Jim, welcome back to the show. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be on with you guys. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for staying up late with us. We know we had some software issues and pushed us a little bit back on time, so really appreciate that. We see all these protests. I want to talk about the protests first. And you have Nigel Farage coming out calling for a mass deportation department, sort of a deportation commission, I guess, that would round up as many people. I mean, is that really at the heart of what's going on here? Talk about these protests and where does the UK sit tonight?
Well, things are escalating at a rapid pace. There's a movement taking place called Raise the Colours, and all across the United Kingdom, in the different regions, in Scotland and Wales and England, people are raising the national flags. And they're really angry about the fact that some of the local councils have been telling people that they're not allowed to fly the union flags. It's crazy. And there is real pushback coming. I think people are getting very, very angry about this sort of dystopian totalitarian censorship and crackdown that the Starmer government is doing. And these protests are getting more and more widespread. In fact, there is a big protest coming on the 13th of September that Tommy Robinson has been heavily involved in. I'll probably be at that one, reporting. But yeah, there's a lot going on. People are really fed up with the government. And of course, when they see the spiraling food costs, fuel costs, and all the expenses that people are having to put up with, it is just making them even angrier. So there's a lot of tension in the country right now, and the Starmer government is in all sorts of trouble because of it.
Now, what does the government say that the flag symbolizes? You noticed Elon Musk put it on his X account. And so why are they saying that this is a symbol of hate when it literally is what it's the identity of your borders?
Well, you know, it's actually a bigger problem because the globalist movements don't like national sovereign countries. They've been teaching the young people in the primary schools, in the secondary schools, in college and university, that if you fly your national flag, you're in some way a racist or you're far right. And this is the kind of rhetoric that's been coming out. We now have a two-tier policing system and a two-tier justice system in the United Kingdom. And if people raise their national flags because they're proud of their country and they want to be patriotic, that is now deemed offensive. And people are really upset about it. And so what's happened is within the last week, just 1 week, over 1 million flags of various different types in Scotland and Wales and England have been getting raised. And they're also painting the roundabouts. They're putting the St. George Cross on roundabouts all over the country. It's phenomenal. It's great to see it, actually, to see our flags being flown, but it's bizarre as to how Starmer and his government are trying to take the flags down. It just doesn't make sense, but it's upsetting a lot of Brits.
This episode is brought to you by Rumble Premium, the home of free speech and exclusive content from the videos that matter. With Rumble Premium, you get ad-free viewing, access to exclusive shows, and premium features across the platform. We're talking about Steven Crowder's Mug Club, Tim Pool's Timcast, Russell Brand's Raw Commentary, and of course, Redacted, plus tons of other bold creators that you won't find anywhere else. Whether it's breaking news, real talk, or the content that challenges the narrative, Rumble Premium puts you in the front row. Support creators who actually say what they mean in a place that they can say it and mean what they say. Go to rumble.com/premium/redacted to join today. One more time, that's rumble.com/premium/redacted, because truth should not come with a filter. Can you at least make the argument, even though it's a joke, what they're saying is this upsets other people because I can't even make can you explain the BS that they're trying to sell you about why this flag is bad?
There used to be a TV show where you would give an argument, then you had to flip and give the other opposing argument. But no, I mean, there is no justification for this, Natali.
It's too hard. I'm sorry.
Well, it's crazy. I mean, it's madness. It is madness. And people are upset for it. But you know something? I wonder if it's been done on purpose, actually, because it's almost like they really want to antagonize the British people, the English people, the Welsh, the Scots, those in Northern Ireland. It's so bizarre, but it is upsetting. But what it is doing is it's galvanizing people. It's galvanizing people. And one of the big issues is mass illegal immigration, which I've said for a long time is by design. It's been done on purpose. It is being done to destroy countries from within. I was speaking in Moldova at the Make Europe Great Again conference there just a couple of weeks ago, and I described it as an existential threat to Western Europe. Thankfully, in the United States, under President Trump, he sealed the US southern border. But the English Channel is wide open. There are record numbers of people coming in. And there are very, very serious attacks on women and children taking place now, literally every single day. You can't go onto social media and not see many, many posts about this coming up. So it's getting, tension is at boiling point.
When you look at, I don't think you can decouple the the mass migration into your borders and also and decouple that from what's happening economically right now across the board. Nigel Farage calling for mass deportations as part of a plan for the deportation command, detention for everyone who entered illegally, mass removals. Do you think that this could actually work?
I do, but I think that what you might not be aware of is that there is a lot of division within Reform UK right now, which is what Nigel Farage is heading up. And indeed, a lot of people have left Reform and joined another party that's only just started about 7 or 8 weeks ago called Advance UK, led by my former colleague, Ben Habib, who's a former Brexit Party member of the European Parliament. And he used to be deputy leader with Reform, but he was prevented from talking to the grassroots members because he wanted to reform the structure of Reform UK. Well, they didn't want that. So he's formed his own party. Rupert Lowe has got a good movement going to restore Britain. But yes, there's a lot of people who are calling now for mass deportations of those who are here illegally, those who have committed heinous and egregious crimes, especially against women and children. It's time that they were removed from the country. There can be no half measures. But of course, this has been perpetrated, in my opinion, quite deliberately, not just in the United Kingdom, but in Ireland, and of course in other parts of Europe as well. I think this is really part of a plan to destabilize and weaken the nations. And what we're now seeing in the economic front is very, very worrying. Rachel Reeves, or Rachel from Accounts as she's sometimes known, the Chancellor of the Exchequer in charge of Britain's finances, is getting it badly wrong and is now talking about having to get a bailout from the International Monetary Fund. You couldn't make this up.
Oh my God. So now you need to get a loan at a high payback rate in order to bail yourselves out from the mess that you're in.
But in the meantime, we're seeing draconian measures out of the finance department in the UK. Things like, oh, we're going to put new taxes on this, that, and the other. So it's the working class that are taking it absolutely up the arse, if I may use a UK word. Right. And now they're trying to change the way you buy a house. They're trying to change pretty much everything. Everything is on the table to take it out of your blood, sweat, and tears, and they will not course correct, which makes me just want to throw a scone. What
was the other thing we had in the newsletter today about they're going to tax an additional...
that's Australia.
Oh, that was Australia. Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's going to come to the UK next, taxing an extra bedroom in your house. But yeah, right. It's madness, Jim.
It is madness. No, you're right, Natali. It's the working classes are the backbone of Britain. And the Labour Party used to be the party of the people, not anymore. They've become the uniparty globalists, the same as the Tory party, the Conservatives. They're only Conservative in name only. That's why there is the rise of parties like Advance UK that are offering real solutions. And interestingly enough, Elon Musk has been in direct communication with Ben Habib, the leader of Advance UK. And just for the record, when I came back from Poland, I was at the inauguration of the new president there. When I came back, I was asked to go down and meet them. and they asked me to take on the role of international ambassador. So I'm just giving that out. I'm putting that out there. I've agreed to do that. So I've been working extensively across Europe with people like George Simeon in Romania. I met Marine Le Pen in Paris in France a few weeks ago at a private meeting with her. So there's a lot of things going on. But the patriots are rising. They really do want to make Europe great again. But we want to make the United Kingdom great again. And Elon Musk is taking a big interest in Advance UK. So I would say watch this space very closely.
Jim Ferguson, the great Jim Ferguson. Follow him on X as well. It's Jim Ferguson UK on X. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. Thanks.
There it is. Follow him on X. Let him know you saw him on Redacted. Always great to have you here, Jim. Thank you for staying up late with us there in London. We appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me on.